So we are doing shoulder press to start. This is an arms workout day, meaning biceps, triceps, shoulders. Matthew is going to start off with a nice shoulder press because obviously you want to do more of your compound lift first. And this right here is more so of a compound. It engages other muscle groups, including your triceps, as well as the whole shoulder. So you see there, Matthew getting some good range of motion, controlling the weight. This is how you work out effectively. So we're gonna start off with some shoulders, get them warm. Probably then maybe we could do triceps because they are a secondary muscle group for the shoulder press. At the top of the lift there, he's gonna get a contraction and a squeeze in the tricep. And this is a great lift for your, depending on how he angles his hands, it's gonna hit more anterior. You can also hit more lateral with the shoulders. Make sure you do a range of motion that is comfortable. If you are a beginner lifter, you can do anywhere from really 8 to 12 reps. But honestly, I am big on intuitive lifting. This is my style of training that I coined in the early 30s. And essentially what the style of training is it allows your mind and you to be in touch. So you tell yourself and you know when you've done enough reps where you've really worked the muscle group effectively and in an optimal way. And so sometimes, I don't even know how many sets I do. I'll do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets and, you know, X amount of reps. Sometimes I go to failure at the end of my lifts, but in the beginning, it's really just feeling things out. You know, it's like if me and Matthew over here were to get in a boxing ring, you know, we wouldn't necessarily be calculated with the jabs that we'd be throwing. I would just throw some jabs, he would throw some jabs, and then at the end, that's when I come in with the hook and I just knock his ass out. Also, I want to show you guys realistically what it looks like before a pump. Starting to slightly get a pump, but so much of what you see on social media is deceiving you about the reality, which is that half the time when I'm wearing a t-shirt, or most of the people in the fitness industry or that you follow, you see these crazy photos with the lighting and everything looks perfect. That's just not what they look like most of the time. So I'm going to show you that, like, the fact that I look like a normal person in a t-shirt, maybe I look athletic or lean or fit, but I'll show you later the angles and all the tricks that we use to make ourselves look a certain way, and then only post to highlight that that's not the reality. So don't compare yourself to something that isn't necessarily real. Got it? All right, let's get into it. So doing the shoulder press right now, I'm probably going to do a close grip. I've had some problems with my labrum, so I've been going to physical therapy for a while now. I'm starting to feel much better. I have to push through a little bit in order to get this area used to the pressing movement. But you'll see here that this is not too heavy of a weight, but it's good weight. So instead of going all the way out here, I'm going to be coming a little more forward. So I'm going to be working the triceps nicely too, squeezing into the shoulders. This is great for my anterior delt, aka the front delt. And I like to do some pulsating reps too, to keep the muscle working the entire time, rather than flexing out on the top and hear my triceps working, but my shoulders aren't working as much. That's a nice set to the training.
Fingers stained with blood, been grasping all day, losing my touch with reality, driving all day, searching all night, can't seem to focus this double sight. This is a tale.
So we are now going into the lateral raise, which is going to nicely hit the lateral delt. This is where you get a lot of the size, where you get a lot of the roundness in the shoulders. So if you are looking to get bigger shoulders, don't neglect anything that is going to hit the side delt, the lateral delt. Specifically, this here is my favorite exercise. This is how I've gotten the plate of armor right here, the bolder shoulders. having ladies hanging left and right on my shoulders. It's all because the lateral raises. I'm going to show you optimal form and how you can be an alpha.
One specific frequency.
Release me, set me free. Release me, set me free. So lost, so torn, can't help, need more. So lost, so torn. Oh, this is a tale sworn in a sight, finding my way back to
Slowly let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be slowly. If you leave, baby, let me down slowly. If you wanna go, then I'll be slowly. If you leave, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down slowly, and I can't stop myself from falling. 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 Would you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave, then baby, let me down slowly.